Citadel Sable Island.
Mr. Speaker, my question is for the Premier. It's been 1 week since the government released the budget, and we continue to hear from Nova Scotians who've been left out or left behind. People suffering without mental health care were waiting for universal access. They heard the Conservatives during the election, and they thought the wait was over and that they would not have to pay out of pocket. In this budget, there is no $100 million election promise for universal mental health care, and the budget falls short of meeting the World Health Organization's recommendation for 10% of health spending to be on mental health. It doesn't look like that's in the plan for next year either. Mr. Speaker, will the Premier explain why he campaigned on a promise to provide universal mental health care, raising people's hopes, only to let that promise drop at budget time?
The Honourable Minister of Mental Health and Addictions.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the member for the question. Like I said once, I'll say it again. We're going to do it once. We're going to do it right. It is coming. In the meantime, there is some really positive things happening in the province. For example, today there's going to be 3 new opiate use disorder treatment clinics opening in the Western Zone. And I just want to tell the member that there's going to be significant progress in the next couple months, so just have a little faith and give me a little bit of time. Thank you.
The member for Halifax Citadel Sable Island.
Mr. Speaker, I stand here as an MLA, but I also stand here as a parent who has tried to hold faith and hope and has been left on their own. In fact, I've been given the information and made my own decisions about how to support my family. I'm one of many Nova Scotians who have waited and continue to wait. And Mr. Speaker, more concerns were laid out in an op-ed penned by Karen Nichols from the Canadian Mental Health Association and Alex Stratford from the Nova Scotia College of Social Workers. No new funds for collaborative community health centres. Insufficient funding for harm reduction and trauma responsive programming, and no new funds for Pride Health. They conclude, until this week, we had hoped that the Progressive Conservative government might make significant shifts to build supports. Until this week. That hope remains unanswered. This is not the budget we need to meet the challenge of our time. Will the Premier agree we can't fix health care without fixing mental health care?
The Honourable Minister of Mental Health and Addictions.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank the member for the question. I actually had the opportunity to meet with both of those groups quoted in the article. I respect their roles as advocates, for sure, and I look forward to working with them. I do think the $5.8 million we donate to community-based organizations, the $3 million to the foundation, the $2 million to Tejikamic is definitely noteworthy. So there's something being done. Thank you.